What's the hardest injury you would say to come back from, recover from?
The hardest injury to come back from, I would say it's probably any type of tendon injury.
So like an Achilles.
A patellar tendon. They're not death sentences anymore, but just the nature of the injury, I think, is pretty challenging to
KD came back. Look at him, a year and a half. Clay, I mean, Clay's not the same player, obviously, but KD almost came back with no dip in his performance.
Yeah, but like you have to kind of view performance from a different lens, right? Like, so physical output versus like technical performance, right? Like KD 6'11", 7 feet, skilled, can score. But then, like, again, strip under the hood. Again, not saying I know anything about his specific profile, but like you got to make sure, okay, for the calf itself, like, is that calf back to performing?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they can go out. I've met some people who can't even do a calf raise, but are hooping at the high level because they had a past Achilles tear or injury. Especially in the G, I came across it a lot.
Yeah. Can't do a calf raise.
Can't do a calf raise, but they're hooping.
Damn. How do you even lift?
The body's amazing. So maybe they compensate through a different muscle group. They generate force from their quads or their glutes instead of like the calf, you know?
But that'll come out at another time.
It's not optimal, but like maybe like you'll see it certain like movements, or like maybe that one side would be prone to like knee issues because the calf is not helping to share some of the stress. But yeah, you see that.
And just from your professional opinion, man, you're seeing all these ACL tears, man, right now in the NBA. Like what do you, these are top performing athletes, right? Like what is an ACL like random? Like is it like because you see some guys like even the NFL. I know you don't do NFL, but I'm just saying like NFL, NBA. Yeah, it's like you see all these top performing guys that are like going down. What do you do as a strength coach to try to prevent those sort of like?
It's this. I don't believe in like preventing. The injury prevention is like not a real thing. It's like injury mitigation. Like what can we do to decrease the risk? Like there's evidence that shows like, all right, the stronger you are, the less likely you are to get hurt, right? Like having good strength in certain muscle groups and a certain balance between certain muscle groups have shown to kind of help protect the joint. Like things like load management, like, you know, not doing too much too soon, allowing for adaptations or rest and recovery. And sometimes it's bad luck, bro. Yeah. You know, so like you can do all the right things and sometimes you still get hurt. So it's tough, you know, it's tough. It's not a straightforward answer. It's multifactorial. Things change. You have a past history of a hamstring and that affects the way you run, jump, you land, and it's going to force you to move in a different way. Maybe that moving in a different way will stress your knee in a way that you can't necessarily tolerate. I don't know, right? So it's not straightforward.
So I guess what is a Alvin Dike program, whether you're a college athlete or high school athlete, and they come to you, or even a pro athlete, they come to you, what is the first thing that you're looking for? Or why should someone kind of incorporate? Do you think like high school athletes or college athletes should incorporate performance coach?
I had a high level high school athlete come in to see me today, and I'm talking like this kid is explosive. Like if I show you a clip, you're like, whoa! Like he on a break, he's trying to put people in the rim. He's jumping out the gym. He's paced. Like he'll make a move, he'll bump, he'll spin, he'll square, he'll elevate and shoot. You don't see that kind of pace with a 15-year-old. So his genetic output is there. So in that case, like I'm looking to see what his health is like, right? Like what his joints are like, right? Does he have adequate range of motion in his hips and his knees and his ankles? Does he have good tissue extensibility in key muscle groups that help protect, or I would say like we call it like amplification and like of force, like can it like dampen force and amplify force? So like, do you have good mobility in certain muscle groups? And you're starting there. Most of these young kids can't squat properly. Most of these young kids don't know how to like take care of their health. So you're instilling good habits in them. So like, yeah, the first and foremost is just like health before you get into all the sexy stuff. Because at 15, one may are like, why are you doing that, right? Yeah. Focus on like the weak link, and then everything else gets elevated, right?
And I'm sure a lot of the foundation is their diet, right? Like what 15-year-olds, I mean, if you're a high performing athlete at that point, you're with NBA or college prospect, you're probably eating healthy anyway. Sure.
Well, you eat
chicken nuggets in there, go play.
We were athletic. We was eating anything. So I'm sure if you could jump out the gym, got offered.
If you're in the NBA, like you have a full like.
Yeah, you have a chef.
Yeah,
Gotta
there's,
have-
there's,
No,
there's
but
a,
you got some people.
there's a
like,
chef, there's a dietitian on staff. Like they have their own personal chefs.
Shaq didn't believe in that.
everyone gets one.
If you pay for it.
Oh, okay.
Or it's an
We have-
extra add-on as even as a player.
You know, we have a team chef,
Yeah, right.
a team dietitian, but then the players will usually have their own personal chef that cooks meals for them.
Yeah.
And they coordinate with our dietitian to make sure that they're getting the macros that they need and like
Okay.
they're hitting their performance goals.
Yeah.
So it's like a team, it's like a collaboration.
Okay.
Yeah.